Hey, and welcome to another episode of You Love Comic Books. In this show, I showcase recent comic book hauls. I do show some comic book speculation, stuff from my collection, and I even do some reviews. The reviews are going to tend to be on the newer books, like my weekly pull list. So I usually just, in the beginning of these videos, I usually just knock that out first before I do my, I showcase my comic book haul. This is I guess you would call like Black Friday weekend, Black Friday week haul. So it's got some really good stuff in here. Stick around. Should not be disappointed. If you like this video, give the video a like. If you like what you see in this video, please subscribe. Leave a comment if you have any questions. You have any questions on the books that I've purchased or anything like that, I will respond to all comments. All right, let's go into this. So I only have two books here for the weekly haul. I'll start with Hulk #1 by Donny Cates and Ryan Otley. So far, this is an interesting book. I don't know if I like it or not. It's hard to tell. It's a weird. So I've seen this concept done before. I feel like, we just went through the Immortal Hulk series. It was like 50 issues plus some specials and stuff like that, and it had like a kind of like finale to it. And I feel like this book just kind of just ignores the entire 50 issues of Immortal Hulk. Donny Cates comes in. I'm almost like, is this like an alternate reality? I really don't know what's going on here. It's like Bruce Banner is the villain. He's basically like created. He I'm gonna spoil this. I'm gonna spoil if you haven't read it, but I mean the initial concept has gotten out there before the book even released. Hulk is basically a spaceship, and Bruce Banner sits in the brain of the Hulk as like a Captain Kirk, making the Hulk, kind of controlling the Hulk. And he also has the actual Hulk personality in a mind prison, and yeah, I don't know. It's weird because like I don't know if they're gonna do any callbacks to Immortal Hulk. I don't know if I need to reread it again if I miss it. I mean, usually they let these big writer like Donny Cates come in, kind of do his own thing. They gotta get a reason for you to buy another #1. I just don't know what to think of it so far. The plot kind of makes me think of the classic comedy from Eddie Murphy called Dave, which I swore at one point was called Starship Dave. In that movie, Eddie Murphy plays a spaceship. He is he's like a human robot, but is actually a spaceship for very tiny alien humans. And the original title of that movie was called Starship Dave, but I think they ended up just calling the movie Dave. If you Google the movie Eddie Murphy Dave, you will see a hideous like marketing program where they had a giant Eddie Murphy head on a truck that they would drive around, and the Eddie Murphy head was smiling. It was like huge. In the movie's wacky hijinks of him acting like all wacky, but he's actually a spaceship. And that's kind of what when I read this comic, it made me think of the movie Dave, which I don't know if that's a good thing, because that was not a good movie. Speaking of not good movies or good TV specials, Life Day. So the comic's good, but if anyone knows what the reference to is, the what's awesome about this comic, this is my second book that I got. It's I guess a holiday special, one shot. It references the Wookiee holiday of Life Day, which is basically just Christmas or Hanukkah or any other holiday around the end of the year. It was a thing called the Star Wars Christmas Special that came out in 1978. Some of you don't know what that is, because Lucas made sure no one ever did. But being in the comic conventions for years, the Star Wars Christmas Special has been one of the most purchased bootleg videos over the years. It's absolutely horrible. Uh, it's what if Star Wars had B author in it? And you get to see Chewbacca's family. He has a grandpa, he has a wife, and a son named Lumpy. I had a band back in the day, like 20 years ago. We had a song called Lumpy. that's how much. That's how much that this Christmas special affected us. So I had to get this, no matter, even if I read it or not. I had to buy this, just because it's the acknowledgement of Life Day. If you watch The Mandalorian, in the Star Wars Mandalorian, they reference Life Day in the first episode, and I think they might even reference it again. So Life Day is canon, and it is specifically canon because it's a Marvel Star Wars comic, and pretty much they've stated anything that happens in the Marvel Star Wars comics is considered canon. So, if you're a Star Wars fan, I think it's definitely worth getting. The comic was interesting. It's basically 3 chapters with like kind of like a bridging sequence. It's interesting because it's a post Return of the Jedi bridging sequence. So they even reference like Han and like little Kylo Ren or Ben Solo. You get to see just like a little shot. It's not anything big. I don't know. It was fine. I enjoyed it. All right, on to my comic book haul. All right, so Spider-Woman at last faces with Spider-Man. Is a key, or I don't know how you want to state it. I would say it's definitely a Spider-Woman Volume 1 key. It's basically the first time Spider-Man meets Spider-Woman, which is pretty crazy when you think about it, because she gets introduced in Marvel Spotlight 32. I'm pretty sure that's the number. She shows up shows up in Marvel 2-in-1, couple issues. I think it's like 29 to 31. She's in those. And then she gets her own series, Spider-Woman, which doesn't come out till like probably like 78. And it's just kind of crazy that Spider-Woman never meets Spider-Man until this issue. So this is definitely a good find. I got it for a really good price, way below what it's going for. I would say if you see this, and it's not going for an insane price, definitely grab it. It is Spider-Woman's going to be showing up in the next, the Miles Morales Spider-Man, the animated movie. And Spider-Woman's going to be showing up in, they have plans. So definitely worth getting. Marvel Comics, Wolverine and Venom. This is 120. If you saw my last video, I showcased issue 118, 117, 18, 19, and 22. So I just need to get 121 to complete that run. I saw this one and had to grab it. It's an amazing cover. It's a photo cover from the 80s. It's in amazing condition, being that it's a black cover. There's really no spine damage at all. This is in excellent condition. I don't know, does it have value? I honestly got it for the cover. It's amazing. In the 80s, Marvel had several photo covers around this kind of time period. There's like a Spider-Man cover. There's a Marvel team-up cover. There's several of these photo covers floating around, and I've never seen this ever in a store. And to get it at the condition that it's in, it was pretty awesome. Got this one for $1. This is giant size. This is annual. What am I reading it? 12. It's a minor key one. It's a Arthur Adams annual, so that's awesome. But it's the first appearance of the X-Babies. So I don't know if they'll ever do anything with the X-Babies in the future, but they show up. They're kind of like something from Mojo with Longshot. Definitely, if you see this for super cheap, definitely worth getting. And again, it's an Arthur Adams annual. He did several annuals around this time period for X-Men. So, Orb Realms, New Agents of Atlas, #2. This has become a pretty big book. I paid more than I wanted to, but I got it way, way, way below what it's going for on eBay right now. So issue 1, I guess the Swordsman is on the cover, but this is the first official appearance of the Swordsman, and I guess he's going to be replacing Danny Rand in the Iron Fist comic, as supposedly the rumor. And there is a rumor that he might even be the Iron Fist in if they bring him back on Disney Plus, or I don't know what the plan is. But I had issue 1. I had 3 and 4, so I have this completed now, the War of Realms New Agents of Atlas. So a good little run to have. I've been wanting to get this one for a while. This is Marvel 2-in-1 presents Thing and the Guardians of the Galaxy. This is a minor key, or even a key. It's the second appearance of the Guardians of the Galaxy, actually. So definitely worth getting. The first appearance, I think it's like Astonishing Adventures. I have to look it up. It's like, it's not called the Guardians of the Galaxy issue 1. It's like part of one of those like where they premiere different Marvel books. And that's a more expensive book. So to have the second appearance of the Guardians of the Galaxy, and in again, Marvel 2-in-1, issue 5, it's in pretty good condition. He had it graded as a 6. I would say it's about right. It doesn't really have like any major damages. The book's in solid condition, so happy to have it. This one is, we'll see. I think as Moon Knight comes out, and if Moon Knight joins the Avengers or like that, this is going to probably be, will blow up a bit. This is when Moon Knight joins the West Coast Avengers. It's actually in excellent condition, being that it's a black cover. It has pretty much no spine ticks, and it's in solid condition. Happy to have it. This is considered a minor key in the Silver Surfer this run. Again, got it for a pretty low price. I don't know, like $3 or something. Happy to have it. And the thing is with this comic series, after like issue 100, the print run drops on these significantly. So these they become a little more desirable after issue 100. Like now these days, they weren't back then because people weren't buying it. All right, so I went to a store. They had a big sale, 30% off all back issues. So I went there a couple weeks ago and saw some of these books, and I said, you know what? I can't really pay for these now. But then I saw the ad, and it said 30% off, and I was happy they were still there, and I grabbed them. This is part of the Thanos saga. It kind of it's a storyline that runs in Captain Marvel 25 to 33. And it kind of stems off in different other issues, like Daredevil, like 107, which I've shown in a video. I found that recently. And some other appearances in the 70s. So this is cool because it's a Thanos cover on the Avengers. This has kind of been a desirable book, especially being such an early appearance of Thanos and being on the cover of the Avengers. It's funny because, spoilers, anyone who has read this book or hasn't, he's not really in it. He shows up in the end in like 3 panels. Still happy to have it. It's in decent condition. It's like a 6 or above. I mean, for a book of this age and everything, just happy to have it in my collection. Here's one that I found, and I was shocked at the price that it was. And, it was with the 30% off sale. I was able to take advantage of it. This is technically the first appearance of Quasar. He's like Marvel Boy, as you can see. He's right there. How you doing? And just happy to have this one. He shows up like issue 234 of Hulk is also considered his first appearance, but a lot of people are saying Captain America 217 is the first appearance of Quasar, of the character itself. So again, happy to have that. Happy to have the Hulk appearance, which I've had that in my collection for decades, so I'm old. Amazing Spider-Man 175. Again, this is another one of the 30% off books. I've been wanting to get this for a while. It's one of those things where it's like, it's not his first appearance. It's like considered, let's see, so issue 129, 134, he has a cameo. 135 is technically his full second appearance. And then 161 and 2, it's like, I think those are the numbers, and Nightcrawler is in it. So this is like his 5th or 6th appearance. He's in issue 174, which I've had in my collection for a while. And this is part 2 of that storyline. So again, happy to have it. And it's in really, really decent condition. Warlock number 1, got this for super cheap. This was 30% off as well. just, it's Warlock number one. I don't think anyone really remembers this storyline too much. I think it's from like 2006. Um, it's like, an interesting new take. Warlock was pretty much dead at this point. I mean, his peak was in Infinity Gauntlet and Infinity War, and like Warlock and Infinity Watch around that period, the 90s. And then around this time period, the character has been kind of AWOL, and they brought it back and did some interesting. It's almost like, I don't know if they just like ignored. It's almost like a reboot. Whatever, it's still worth getting. And he's going to be showing up in Guardians of the Galaxy 3. If there is, like, any reference in any, like, if they use anything from this book, I'm not saying run out and get it. Like, if you see it at a dollar bin or anything, definitely grab it. It might be worth getting. Howard the Duck, number 12, again, the 30% off sale. I've been wanting to get this one for a while. It's in pretty decent condition. Not perfect. I see you got a little bend down there. If I just, like, put it back in the bag more gently. This is the first appearance of Kiss in comic books. Issue 12 and 13 of Howard the Duck. I don't know how official their appearance is considered, but they are in it. They're a big part of issue 13. They kind of show up in the end of this one. As it says, first cameo of Kiss. And, yeah, I've been wanting to get this for a while. You know, it's funny. I don't even like the band Kiss that much. I don't know why I've been wanting to get these so much for so long, but happy to have this one. Like I said, I have 13 already. Issue 23, Peter Parker's Spectacular Spider-Man. It's a Moon Knight appearance. He's in issue 22. They didn't have 22. That's the bigger book to get, but it was a two-part storyline. So I got this, and it was a decent price, and it was 30% off on top of it, so happy to have it. It's considered the first time Moon Knight teams up with Spider-Man, and it's an early appearance of Moon Knight in the 70s. Moon Knight 28. This is just part of the Volume 1 run. I've been trying to complete this. So I have 28 now, and just need issue 3, 38, and 29. And then I will have Moon Knight Volume 1 completed. So happy to have this. And again, also another, like, an awesome Bill Sienkiewicz cover. Avengers 189. This is considered a minor Hawkeye key. Been wanting to get this one for a while. They had it, the price was pretty good, and on top of it, there was 30% off, so happy to have it. Alright, here we go. Big boy books. These were not on sale. Any of the ones behind the glass case were not on sale at this place, but the price was still pretty good, especially for what they're going for on eBay right now. Happy to have this one. This is the first appearance of Patton Oswalt. Just kidding. It's the first appearance of Pip the Troll. Now, spoilers, and I don't, spoilers to the movie Eternals. Sure, if you're into comic books, if you're into this stuff, you're watching videos on YouTube on comic book speculation, I'm sure you're very aware that Pip the Troll shows up in the Eternals. Even if you didn't even see the movie Eternals, I'm sure you're aware. There is an after credit scene, and that's where you meet Harry Styles as Eros, or Star Fox, so that's his first appearance in the MCU. And Pip the Troll, who's like a weird CGI'd Patton Oswalt. He's like really small, and I don't know, a little wonky looking, but it was exactly what the character is supposed to be. And this is his first appearance, and I've been wanting to get this. So issue 178, 79, 80, and 81 are the first like real Jim Starlin Warlock series. So basically, Warlock in the 70s is a weird run. You have like Marvel Premiere 1 and 2, which is like Warlock, and then Warlock, Power of Warlock, I think it's called, or something like that, 1 through 8, and then that gets canceled, and then years later, they bring Warlock back into Strange Tales. So issue 178, 79, 80, and 81. I have this one now, and I have 81. 78 and 80 are the big boy books, because 78 is considered one, it's the real true like Warlock as we know it. It's the first appearance of the Magus, which is like his arch villain. And that one's going for a decent amount, and I'm going to have a hard time getting that one. And then issue 180 is the first appearance of Gamora, which is, again, a very expensive book, too. This one has gone up significantly since the appearance of Pip the Troll. It's got a little dog ear here and a little wear here, but overall the book's in pretty solid condition. It doesn't have any minor spine ticks. I'm happy to have it. It presents very well still. It's a solid book. Like I said, I asked the register, I said, hey, can I get anything off of the book? Because this was a case book. And he went, no. And I mean, that's fine. I got 30% off these other books, so whatever. But I also don't feel like having to look for it, hunt it down. I've been wanting to get 178, 79, 80, 81. Like I said, I already had 81. So 2 more to go on that. And then, oh, look at that. I did get this one, too. This was another case book. So this one did not, unfortunately, have a discount either. It was a premium price, but I was happy to get this one. Has some minor spine ticks. Nothing too obnoxious, being that it's a black cover. This is a Werewolf by Night appearance. It's also an incredibly iconic cover of Moon Knight. I picked up 30 recently. That one's in really solid condition. It's another black cover. It's basically got Werewolf by Night and Moon Knight kind of fighting each other. That's in a previous video. You could see that. So I only need now issue 3 and 38 to complete the Moon Knight Volume 1. So we'll see. I'll probably run into them and pay more than I want to, but it is the books have gotten pricey, but if I get it before the series come out, I should be able to get it at an affordable price. So almost there. This is considered one of the big ones in that volume. If you're looking for Moon Knight Volume 1, be prepared to pay a lot for issue 1, 3. The Daredevil appearance in 12 is starting to fetch some money. 25 is an iconic cover. It's a black one too, and that one goes for crazy money. I think it's also considered a first appearance. 29 and 30. 14, I'm sorry, take it back. 14 was going for a decent amount of money too. There was a villain in that. And then 38 because it was the last issue of the volume and it's got a low print run, so it's really hard to find. So yeah, that's it. Again, happy to get this one though. Sick cover, awesome. Happy to have this one. So happy to have all of these. I don't think I would have bought them if I wasn't happy with it. And the cool thing about this sale was that a lot of these were books that I actually wanted to get. Really wanted to get stuff that were keys or stuff I've been looking for. I did not expect to find this one there, so that was awesome. Again, happy to have this one. This was a different store. Happy to get these. Happy to finally get this one. The second appearance of Guardians of the Galaxy. Happy to get this one at the price I did. Happy to get these. This awesome cover. And then, so yeah, if you like what you saw, well, then give it a like. If you like the videos and you want to see more, I have other episodes. Why not subscribe? If you want to leave a comment, go ahead. You will see a little, where's my finger? You'll see a box here and a box there. There's going to be previous episodes, and then you're going to see the subscribe video. All right, well, on that note, yeah, I'm probably making another video when I have another comic haul. So, all right, later.